Hello everyone, No Respawns here. Hope you're doing well and having a grand weekend. So this is Among Trees, and I've been really excited about this game for quite a bit. Someone actually sent me a link to it on Twitter. I'd never heard about it before. This was sometime last year. Apologies, I did try and find the tweet, but I couldn't find it. But thank you, you know who you are. And yeah, I've been following it for a while, and obviously if you're watching this live, or like as it launches rather, basically we've just had the PC gaming show. If you didn't watch it, definitely find a recording because it just showed some amazing games, and it showed footage of this, and also they'd suddenly launched the early access on the Epic Game Store. So firstly, link in the description to the store link to actually pick it up because it's incredible looking, and yeah, I'm really excited to show it to you guys. So I'm a bit overwhelmed. I was like, wow, I did not expect to be able to play this so soon. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to record my first kind of 30 minutes to an hour of gameplay. We can all see it together for the first time, and if it's your kind of game, pick it up. Otherwise, just sit back and enjoy. So I'm quite excited. This is I mean, it's so beautiful. Good God. So it's kind of, you know, the typical survival crafting gathering kind of game, you know, like the forest, like Rust, that kind of thing, but obviously with, I mean, it just looks so stunning. Oh wow, it looks so good. I decided to, I initially started in the menu, but the load screen was a bit of a slight, well, that basically my computer decided to kind of pause my recording a little bit while it was loading, so I figured, you know, screw it. I have no idea if it would have interrupted my dialogue or anything, but I decided to not risk it. So, oh my God, it's so beautiful. So from what I know, you build your own little shack. Oh my God, let's just, wow, so nice. Oh, look at that art style. So basically, you build your own cabin, and you just, it's a survival game effectively, but with, and there are enemies in it as well. There are bears and, you know, dangerous creatures, but from what I can gather, it's a survival game. There is a sprint. It kind of, what's that? Oh, was that my stamina gauge? That's my stamina gauge, I think. Yeah, it's a survival game, and yeah, I mean, we're familiar. If you've played, you know, any kind of game like this, you're familiar with it. So I need fir plank and sticks, repair cabin. But for me, it just, the thing that blew me away is just the art style. I mean, it's just, it feels so relaxing and chill. I absolutely adore games like this so much, but just, this art style, it's just so uplifting, I think. You know, this is like taking a vacation in a beautiful forest cabin. You know what I mean? It's so, wow. Right, so planks and fur. Okay, let's maybe run a little bit more. So I said, generally speaking, this is the first time I've jumped into the game. I don't really know what I'm doing. Obviously the controls are immediately familiar, which is grand. I believe this is only on PC, as it's on the Epic Store. I know obviously some people have issues with the Epic Store. To be frank, I don't mind, really. The idea of playing everything on Steam, if you think about it, is a bit weird. And even though they're only doing it for cynical commercial reasons, let's be honest, the free games are pretty nice. So I need some more sticks. I need 6 more sticks. I was very much against the Epic Store at first, but then I'm like, well, you know what, screw it. I barely bought. I bought this literally straight away. I was just like, I'm buying this right now. Where's my credit card? It's just so nice. For some people, obviously, this will be a bit of a slow-paced game. I'm well aware that a lot of you don't like things like this. And from what I can gather, it's not the same as, say, something like... For me, this reminds me of the forest, just because, you know, you're in a forest. But it's not going to be like the forest, I imagine, in terms of the creativity that you have available to you in terms of building whatever you like. However, the kind of survival elements... It almost, from what I can gather, seems more like, I don't know, the long dark in a forest, but not cold, and you can build your own home. So what does no items mean? Oh, okay, so you can actually tag. See, they've really thought ahead in terms of the UI and the navigation in this. So we sleep, we save our progress, and we storage. Got it. So this is my cabin. Oh, it's so pretty. So what I can gather, yeah, you see, you upgrade, like, one of the main progress points is upgrading this cabin. So you don't get the, I mean, at least I can tell the kind of, and that's how you save, so let's save that right now. You don't get any kind of creativity in terms of, I guess, designing how your cabin looks, as far as I can tell. However, cooking room, not cloakroom. I read it as cloakroom. You do seem to get just that. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I've seen from the trailer I saw. Oh, the door auto closes, grand. Oh, I didn't even check what I wanted to build, so I'm too busy rabbiting away. From the trailer I'd seen, you get lots of. So I think I'm probably gonna want. You know what? I'm probably gonna want the cooking room first. So note items. So fur plank. That's so handy. Yeah. So that you for the trailer, you know, you've got your own little kind of like little vegetable shed in the corner, and it seems quite a nice game. Obviously there are bears and everything. I don't think there's any combat whatsoever. I think it's all, yeah, like sneaking around and stuff. I can just picture myself, and I absolutely intend to, just playing this on a just chill weekend, Friday, just whatever, just relaxing and just, yeah, kind of exploring the world and just chilling out. Like, this reminds me, I think, closely of The Long Dark in just terms of how it feels. Oh my god, it's so beautiful though. That art style, they nailed it. I mean, they've just knocked it out of the park. Regardless of how the game plays, they have knocked this so far out of the park, I can't even just... Right, I need bolts. Where can I get bolts from? I think maybe I want the crafting station first then, actually. So let's just go back to my... Because I'm assuming I have to make that stuff. So instead, let's switch over to the crafting station. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a stamina bar right there. What a beautiful game. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I'm curious, like, because the thing is, for those of you who've been following the development of this game, they showed us a trailer basically when I was shown the trailer on Twitter, and outside of a couple of updates, we haven't heard very much. So, so I do need steel wire. Okay, so there's gonna be, okay. But yeah, no, they hadn't made any updates, so to suddenly get this much, you know, I was not expected. I knew it was going to be shown, but I didn't expect to actually get access to this. Right, so there must be somewhere I can maybe a crashed plane or something, or however we landed on this area. So I'm just going to sort of wander further afield. So I'm a little bit hungry. What's the controls? Mouse and keyboard. Interact. Inventory is left tab, thank you. Okay. I don't need that yet. There are monsties, so you got to keep an eye out for, you know, the monsties. Oh yeah, look, there you can scavenge stuff, so there's a tower over there. Oh yeah, and there are crates everywhere. This is nice. Oh yeah, look at that. We've got all the stuff we need. I assumed we needed a crafting thing, so I'll loot this and then a lockpick required. Nice. I need an axe. I'm probably going to want that crafting thing anyway, actually, because it will enable me to make tools, I'm assuming. Driftwood, fur planks, and bolts. This one I just looted. Oh, this is stunning. I love this time of year. So if you've been following on Twitter, I've just basically been live tweeting all of my thoughts on the various game reveals. I'm just going to talk about it now. So I obviously watched the PS5 showcase as well, and there were some, you know, beautiful games in there. I said I really like the format, even though, like, E3 is all good fun. I quite like the fact that they've decided to make everything, or at least due to, you know, necessity, but had everything in these kind of Twitch streams instead, because I guess all of the annoying parts, oh, I got seeds, the annoying parts of, you know, E3, you know, the needless ostentation have been removed, and it's just, yeah, video games, which is pretty neat. Oh, tab not right. So I've got, did I have bolts as well? Okay. Oh, it's getting dark. I could do with a nap. One thing I've noticed, it's a bit annoying. Oh wait, can you search that again? Oh, you can just keep. Oh, I haven't been picking them up. Ah, idiot. I assumed it was picking them up. Okay, not my grandest moment. Stupid. I was literally gonna comment. I was like, oh, it's weird that they keep, you know, flashing. Not smart there, Davey. Come on, mate. Get it together. I was like, where are my bolts? Keep an eye out for bears. Right, let's scuttle back, because I'm assuming that nighttime's going to be when the monsties come out. I mean, monsties. Bears. Potentially wolves, I guess. So we've got... I don't know where I can get Driftwood from. Is there a map at all? Let us, when we get inside, we'll check a map and see. We'll check the inventory, rather. The controls, and see if there's a map. Ah, oh, this is just overwhelmingly beautiful. Like, oh, the colour scheme is just... wow. So I can sleep. Let me just check the controls again. Is there a map? There is a map, and it's the big letter M. I don't have a map yet. Righty then. So there is a save. That's one thing that it different from, say, the Long Dark, which is just where it's just popping into my head. There's actually a save function, which is cool. That you have control over. Let's have a wee nap. Oh, and it just skips to the next day. All right, that's neat. Okay, so no sleep for 8 hours kind of thing. I'm a bit peckish though, ain't I? How do I have to cook it. Okay, so let's put some stuff. Alright, lads. Crafting room needs stump moss stone. Okay. Fir plank nails. Right, okay, so let's put some stuff. Yes, I know you're starving. Ah, we've stacked. I've got to admire the thought that has gone into the controls for this. I can eat them, I'm assuming. Like, the entire UI is... like, a lot of thought has gone into this. Everything is seamless. Don't forget, this is an early access game. And... just they thought, right, how do you interact with the world? How do you navigate the menu? And huge amount of thought. I don't think I have a map yet. I must have to make one or something. We went that way. We'll use the house as a thing. So we went behind the house, and now we're going in front of the house. I want driftwood, so there must be something that has drift. Ooh. Was that an animal? That might be the light. There must be something like a river or something. Or the sea. God. Oh, it's a rabbit. Do you see it? Oh. Oh, and is that water? Yes, it is water. On the side, we have temperature, health, sleep. I don't think it's thirst because it's not gone down. and hunger, so... Oh, wow. So I'm going to be gushing over the, just how beautiful this is. Wow. Also, just for the record, if you've got slow internet, you'll probably be fine with this. This downloaded insanely quickly for me. It's not a big... I didn't actually check the size of it, but it's not a very big download at all. I mean, I do have very fast internet, but I was literally like, oh, I'll buy it and watch the rest of the PC gaming show, and it downloaded way before it was finished. So, this is a thing. Sorry. I'm going to start panicking when I see some monsties. Yes, I'm going to say monsties all over again. What of it? It's the technical term for monsters and animals. Monsties. What of it? Oh, that looks like driftwood. Yeah, it is. Alright, so even though I've obviously put the other stuff in my stash, I know that I've got most of it, just fur planks. Oh, and bolts. No, I think I've got enough. Just get everything, basically. See, I'd love a game like this, and it potentially is this, of just farming and just chill, relaxation, survival. Like, moderately challenging, but not too challenging survival. Where I just have to just survive in the wilderness and grow crops and explore. That would... Oh, that's bliss. I think that's what attracted me to this. Was that from the videos, you just, you grow your own food. And... I don't even think you can relocate your cabin, so the whole progression is you just building up your cabin. That would be grand. I don't know how big the map is as well, so could be interesting. I need more driftwood. As said, this might not be for everyone. If you're not into this kind of game, that's completely fair. And some people don't like these stylized graphics. I remember when I did the Long Dark videos, people just didn't like the way it looked. They prefer more realistic... stuff, which is completely fair. But for me personally, I quite like things like this. I'm a big fan of art style over necessarily hyper-realistic graphics. As I do like to waffle, you probably noticed. I remember having a big argument with my friend about World of Warcraft versus Elder Scrolls Online. And at this time, this was years ago, and I hadn't played ESO really, and I love it now, but I didn't play it back then. And I still prefer the way World of Warcraft looks because of the fact it has a very stylized art style compared to ESO, which is still gorgeous, but I find games like this, where they have a very deliberate, stylized art style over necessarily hyper-realism, they tend to actually look better. Compared to, like, Breath of the Wild, for example, is probably one of the best examples of a game which technically isn't graphically as good as a lot of AAA games, but it's just possibly one of the most beautiful games ever made. And this. Right, I need one more piece of driftwood. You gonna help me out here, lads, or not? I might have even missed one, I don't know. I've got some beer, by the way, because naturally I need to drink while I was So if you hear a drinking noise or a thudding noise as I drop stuff, that is me. Apologies. Right, so I've got the driftwood. I need bolts and fir planks. So let's head back to the house. Also nice the fact that they've actually put the house there, so I don't get lost, which is very, very cool. Like, a lot of attention has gone to the UI and navigation of this, you can tell. Right, so I need to find another place which has tools. So I've got the little sun symbol at the top. I don't know if that actually is the time of day or not. Let's skull around here. There must be another place that has... Because I believe I searched everything I could in that area near my house, outside of the places I can lockpick. Your character actually has a decent amount of stamina as well. Just notice that. Look, they can actually run for a fair distance. It's not one of those things where they can only run, 100 meters or so. This person, no, they're not exactly unfit, which is refreshing. I hope the fact this is available now means that the developers will actually put a bit more updates on Twitter. Developers, if you're watching this, apologies. I did forget to check the developer's name. But if you're watching this, please update your Twitter more. Please. I like to know what you're doing. Also, I'm horrendously and always online, so I demand more info always. Right, okay, let's loop around the side here. What I want... Heard that. Is a load of boxes. Oh! Or is this the one I just was at? I think this might be the one I was just at. Can I gather that? Oh, I can. Hoof fungus. You're a hoof fungus. Yes, I think this is where I just... Yes, this is definitely where I was, actually. Maybe there's something I missed. So I don't know what the setting is in this. I don't know if it's, you know... I'm assuming it's a apocalyptic event. Particularly a nice apocalypse, so I'm all for it. Or I've crashed somewhere, because there's all this stuff here, so I need a lockpick for that. Let's check the distance. Any of those? Need some screws, lads. I like the bunnies. I don't want to kill the bunnies. I just want to eat veggies, please. Hopefully I can. I don't mind. I mean, I will if I'll eat them if I need it. I'm not that much of a committed veggie. However, it would be nice to be able to roleplay where I just, you know, live off the land. Music's quite nice. I feel as if... Because when I noticed on the actual main menu... Again, it's early access, so, you know... Currently right now, the gameplay is great. But on the actual menu, I did notice the music... It seemed to be on a loop, but the loop seemed to randomly pause for, like, a period of time. Oh. I think that means something saw me. Do you see the little light on the top? Don't forget, there are bears in this, yeah? Right, let's scuttle back. Let's see what tools I have. So I think I need one more set of bolts. I'm certain I do. A bit nearly. Let's eat. Oh, these might... Oh, they do have a chance of poison, so... These, however, completely fine. Just randomly on a state of mushrooms. I've started liking mushrooms recently. I used to hate mushrooms, but now, yeah, I eat mushrooms. Thought I'd update you though. Oh, this is pretty. I think I have to go further afield, but let's see what resources I have. So I've got enough driftwood. So that needs... I think I didn't find any fur planks actually. Right, so I think bolts, fur plank, driftwood. So those are fur planks. That's weird. Doesn't annoyingly, my one criticism of the navigation now is the fact is that when I mouse over it doesn't remind me what this thing is called. So I got some steel wire. Yeah, they're my bolts. So I think those are fur plants, if I remember correctly. That is twiggies. Oh no, those are the driftwoods rather. Those are the twiggies. I've got loads of bits and pieces. That's the poisonous mushrooms. My moss. Right, okay, so we can't make anything yet, basically, is what I'm saying. Driftwood, fur plank, bolts. 28. Damn, Daniel. Steel wire. Right, we're going to have to find a... We're going to save is what we're going to do. Okay, so we're in the front of the house again. I need to go further afield, so I'm actually going to go to the back of the house again, where that stuff was before. But I'm going to go a little bit further than when I did last time. I like the really minimalist UI as well. That's quite nice. There's the right level of information without overloading you. Keep an eye out for food, actually, because I imagine it's going to be... As with games like this, you can be lulled into a false sense of security and think, oh, it's really nice and chill. I don't need to worry too much about food, and then suddenly I'm starving to death and there's nothing to eat, so... Actually, what about these? Can I eat? Ooh, okay, let's keep that open, shall we? Oh, I'm so happy you're playing this. Oh, bees! Might have get stung, let's find out. I clearly need a tool to get that off. Ooh. I love games like this, where you can just gather stuff. I remember when I first played Skyrim, and even, well, basically all of the Elder Scrolls games. But Skyrim was the one that stood out to me in the factors of just wandering around picking flowers and just herbs and things. It's a very satisfying experience. Okay, I need my bolts. There's probably like a place right next to your house, isn't there? Something stupid like that. That has like a load of crates. There's just probably another area like the one we found earlier. There doesn't appear to be a compass unless I'm missing things, which is a bit annoying. Ah, right, I want to know what that means, so let's find out. Something's seen me. See the eye? Is it just the rabbits have seen me? Is it a bear? Oh. Right, there's a dangerous animal nearby. So that clearly indicates there's an animal nearby. No pressure. Oh, that is a leaf I couldn't live through. Where is he? Oh shit! Oh fuck! Ah! Ah! Run! Oh, it's gonna. Oh jeez! Was that flying? Don't forget early access. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. That bear is fucking huge! What the hell? Am I just really short? I mean, I am in real life, but that is a very... Oh, Jesus! Ow! I felt that. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. That bear is massive. I mean, okay, I live in, you know, the UK, so I don't know how big a bear is, but that seems bigger than an actual bear. Americans and Canadians, you have bears. Let me know. Okay, how do I cure bleeding? Alright, we might be reloading. Fortunately, I did save before I left, so that's fine. Ah, I'm gonna hide in my house. That is a massive bear. Let's see if there's any... Is there like a crafting menu I can open up? Let's go to keyboard. Interact. Equip tool. Inventory. Map. No. I think I literally need to get the crafting thing before I can do stuff. So I might actually die. Too hungry to sleep. Maybe if I go to bed bleeding. Let's check my let's check my stuff. Is that a bandage? I think that's a bandage actually. I keep thinking when I press I. Oh, I can't literally. God damn it. Okay, got some food. Cool. Am I just gonna bleed to death? I might just bleed to death. To be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bleed to death. We'll just reload, worst case scenario. Let's find out. Gonna bleed to death while asleep. Or does my heat... Oh, does it recover when I... No, 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 I'm just going to bleed to death. Right, well, I have no idea how to cure bleeding, and I'm guessing I need to scan, so I'm going to load last saved instead. Right, and we're back. One thing about loading screens whenever I record is it sometimes doesn't, like, it pauses recording, so I'll just edit that bit out. I've checked the times, it's all good. Right, so let's not go that way. There was a bear that way. That was a terrible idea. Let's go this way instead. So when you see the eye, that bear was massive, wasn't he? Jesus, he was a big bloke. He was a chonky boy. Was that bear? I clearly need to... Because the problem with that happened before was that we didn't have any way of healing myself. There is almost certainly a something that I can find nearby. There's clearly another gathering area nearby. I just need to find it. With, like, you know, scrap metal and things like that. So, right. They're not too hard to get away from the bears, which is quite nice. They don't stay insta-kill you or anything. They seem to have... Well, I can gather they attacked you once and then just sort of buggered off. Which is nice, at least. But the problem is, my issue was that I hadn't made any form of crafting stuff, so I was basically just going to bleed to death. So what I need is just another area with, you know, more kind of human-made materials that I can scavenge. Oh, is that... Oh, that's a rock. This area feels promising. Right, keep an eye on the top, everyone. Yeah, if you see the eye on the top, shout at your screen. I'll hear it. There's a cave in there. Let's go in a cave. Let's do it. And pick up mushies as I go. I don't want to sprint everywhere, but... Ooh. Something's glowing over there. Ah, I think I can mine ore here. Ooh, what's that? Oh, a blueprint. Oh, sick. That's handy. And I bet you I can get a pickaxe and mine that. Okay. God, look at that. Insane. Very nice. I think I do, because I keep pressing M to get a map up. I think I do need to actually craft the map. If I'm being incredibly thick. Which is definitely a possibility. Right, okay, give me tools, you bastards. Give me metal. I'm starving. Have a nibble, love. Get that down, yeah. Yeah, we go, that's it. Man, need to move to somewhere like Canada or something. We don't have any wildernesses like this in the UK. It's all shit. It'll be this, but not, and then it'll just be near a, you know, provincial town somewhere. Stupid tiny ass country. No big open... Oh, maybe Scotland actually has places like this. Not like this, but you know what I mean. Big open wildernesses. Right, I need metal, please. Thanks. Okay, thanks. Give me metal, metal, metal. Keep an eye out for the bears. That was a big bear though, wasn't it? I mean, are bears that big? I've only seen them on the internet and TV. What's that symbol at the side mean? I think I'm tired. Tired? Or am I just not allowed to go this way? I think I'm tired. Okay, I'll kind of scoot around this way. I'm a bit... Maybe it's because I'm far away? I think one criticism I would have was the fact that... Because it's not maybe clear... And possibly I'm maybe being hyper aware of this because I'm recording. So I'm like, I want to show as much as I can during the video. But because it's so reliant on, you know, nails and metal... and stuff like that for crafting, I'm like, well, where do I find these things? Like, I stumbled across a place quite early that had those things, but I haven't seen a single one since. And that ultimately, I think, would impact your gameplay a bit. Hi, bees. Impact your gameplay only in a sense of just... Oh, I'm cold. Oh, yeah, it's temperature. Oh, yes, it's nighttime. It's getting a bit cold. All right, let's hurry the fuck up, shall we? It's all right, don't worry. So there's my house. I think maybe up that way or that way might be... All right. Calm down, love. Calm down. Let's, cool. So I've got bits and pieces. Right, okay. Annoyingly, I said I just need the, I need the bits and pieces. I need the screws, I need the bolts. I imagine... Ooh, just making a mess. Sorry about that. I imagine when I do find those things, we will speed up quite quickly. God, it's so gorgeous, though. I'm gonna keep repeating that. So we went that way, and I went that way, so I'm gonna go that way. And fingers crossed, because the other one was really close, and I highly suspect there's a place where I can gather the necessary materials, and it's probably in a really stupidly close place that I just happened to have missed. We do at least have the blueprint for the lockpick, which I'm gonna guess is probably gonna be quite handy. I would say I think maybe they should make use of the music, because I think the music's really gorgeous in this game, but for whatever reason, let's scroll up here briefly and look over the top. There we go. It's very nice. Like, oh yes, yeah. Look, I told you it's stupidly close by. I knew there'd be somewhere nearby, and I just happened to pick the wrong direction. Yeah, no, the music's really, really pretty. But it tends to fade out quite often. Right, so, yeah. I almost certainly, I was sure there was going to be at least 2 of these nearby that will have the materials I need. Oh, yeah, see, so we're good. This will literally probably have everything, actually, I need. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, mate, get in. Oh, my inventory's full. That's not ideal. Oh, I'll just eat those as well, it's fine. Oh, another blueprint. I do wish, so I normally play... Oh, pickaxe, there we go. I normally play on using a controller, and at least I didn't notice there's no controller support right now, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm using a mouse and keyboard right now. Just for this kind of game, I do like, you know, just relaxing with a controller. But that's just a little thing. It's quite smooth. Oh, for God's sake, really? Inventory's tiny. I'm really curious how this is going to develop. I hope, fingers crossed, and I hope I add to that in some way, that it does well. Because I mean, the potential for something like this is just, yeah, so good. I think we've got loads of crafting materials, by the way, so I think we'll at least be able to upgrade one area, if not potentially two, which is going to be quite exciting. Ah, dickhead. Right, so old rags. I'll just be getting rid of stuff like, I mean, I could, oh, there we go. I'll get rid of the stump moss, because that seems to be easy stuff to get. And the man-made stuff seems to be harder to find and more immediately useful. Right, everything else. Got anything shiny around here? The turning is quite slow, actually, I'll have to admit. This is me, like, moving from one end of my mouse pad to the other. I mean, I can almost certainly turn up, actually. Let's turn the sensitivity up a little bit. There's no sensitivity options. Okay. Oh, wait, no, maybe there is. No, I don't think there is. Alright, well, that is a thing they should add. Unless I've just missed it. Sensitivity options for your mouse, please. Dankeschön. Oop. Come here, you. I'll get to you, love. I'm stuck. That's weird. Can't creep through that gap. Okay. Alright, well, there is a early access again. And as I said, to be fair, I haven't really seen many, but I can't get that pipe, so... Well, that's the thing. Right, let's head back. Fingers crossed I have all the bits and pieces that I need to make some fun bits. So I think we're doing the cooking room. I'd rather do the crafting one, actually, first, just because I feel it would probably be more handy, because it seems to be mostly what I'm missing is man-made materials. That is the sound of me taking a sip out of a beer, in case we're curious. Oh, this is gorgeous! Wow. I'm quite excited to build up. I wonder how many schematics they have for actually adding bits onto this place. You know, how developed can I make this cabin? Right, so I'd rather do the crafting room first. So what do you need for the crafting room? Stump moss, fir planks, and steel wires, which I've got. Right, 12, right, well, you put you in there. Okay, ooh, I've got a limited amount of things. That was enough. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wow, there's loads of shit. Compass. I told you. I told you. Campfires. Med kit. And only told rags. Ah, you can decorate as... Oh, wow. Beautiful. Right, anyway, let's check the other side. Oh, this is nice. Isn't this nice? Bolts, driftwood, and fir planks. So have I got 12 fir planks? I have 1 fir plank. However, I do have quite a lot of driftwood, and I definitely have enough bolts. I'm assuming I can probably get my thingy up. Let's check again. Can I craft fir planks? Oh, let's make a lockpick. Bolts, nails, steel pipe. Right, do I have any bolts left? No, I think I need another steel pipe though. Oh yes, I do. Come here, you. Right, okay, let's, gonna be running back and forth, sorry, so I keep forgetting what I need. So I need nails. which I make. Like that. Oh, you actually have to pick them up. That's very cool. And then we're going to make a lockpick. Because that they get to open those boxes. Right, let's go pick some locks there. Let's save, shall we? So it's 45 minutes already. So again, obviously, it's deliberately a slow-paced game. But let's go open these boxes over here. And we'll see. I might play a little bit longer, maybe a little bit over an hour actually. It was that way, I think. We've got those berries. Keep an eye on the berry bushes for the old I've lost where I was now. Where was it? Yeah, it's around here somewhere. For the berries, for the map. Well, I've misplaced my thought it was over this way. Bugger. Alright, we'll find it. This is why you need a map. Because with a map, I'd know where to go. So we'll keep an eye out for the berries, and then I can make a map quite sharpish. Which will be incredibly handy. Oh, no, you can bugger off, you big bastard. Yeah. Seems to be the bears are at least in the same place, which is handy. So I know there is a bear there. I've forgotten where that area was. Oh, hello. Okay, so if you hit the red, it actually takes you longer to recover. Where's that area gone? Good lord. I mean, obviously, anyone who's been in a forest will know this better than me, but yeah, it's quite hard to navigate when you can lose your way quite easy. I think it must be up this direction instead. I went the wrong way. Yeah, fucking idiot. Idiot. There is a... What do I need to get tools out again? I've forgotten. Use a quick tool. I think I need to actually equip the tool first. Oh, maybe it's not actually a tool, it's just an item I have. Alright, fair dues. Fair dues. Oh, there's actually some bits I've missed around here as well. Look at this. Come here, you. Gorgeous. They're not one use, are they? Very good. I need a hatchet or something to take those down. Any wood? No. I think I can chop trees down actually. Maybe let's try and make an axe. That might actually be what I need to do. I'm sure you can chop trees down. It'd be weird that you couldn't actually in hindsight. Let's find out. I like the fact that you just hit invisible... Well, not invisible walls, but that was basically some leaves on a tree, and they just pretty much completely stopped me in my tracks. Okay, so let's... Yeah, there we go. I could even make one right now. Okay. Oh, and there we go. Look at that. Let's beat that goddamn bear to death. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right, this is exciting stuff. So let's put some bits and pieces. No, I don't have any space for you. At least stuff stacks. I'm almost certain you can increase the size of that. I would be oh, I'm starving. Alright, mate. Oh, I don't have any food. Why is this some kind of survival game? I'm going to... Oh, I've got the berries. Oh, shit. Let's eat them. Ugh, fuck it, you know what? Let's really quickly make the cooking room. Bolt, driftwood, fur plank. Yeah, I can literally make the cooking room. Right, okay. I had one fur plank, so I just need quite a lot more. I would say maybe that the see, the starting thing is a bit invasive. Ooh, I can't chop that one down. You're not gonna make these trees look like I can chop down. Oh, that uses up stamina. Don't destroy my house. I'm just going to ignore the sticks for a second because I don't need them. So I've got one in inventory. Yeah, we should be fine. While we're waiting for that to fall down, let's chop another tree down. Very satisfying thump with that. No, actually, because I've got one in my inventory and there should be 3 here. We'll do the twiggies in a wee sec. Yeah, there should be one in my my storage. Neat. Yeah, where is Driftwood? Let's very, very quickly come here. Make some. Oh yeah, look, you can extend them. Ah, I can make a greenhouse. It's amazing. Okay, so I have to keep adding 6. Oh, yes, I know I'm starving. Calm your tits. Alright. God damn it. Probably shouldn't have cooked that many straight away, but it's a race against my health to see what comes up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fine. Just. Oh, God, it's going down. Ah! Yeah! Oh, that's really cool. So you just make like... And look, I can actually... If I look, I actually overcooked that. So I didn't need to put so many radishes in there because it already my filling. So I put like that. Okay. Okay. That's incredibly cool. Oh, the cooking here is so simple and satisfying. I love it. I adore this. This is grand. So what have we got here? Glue, metal plate, fur planks. He's a bit sleepy. Nail, storage attic, which increases my storage. Okay, right, everyone, I'm gonna leave that there. This is I'm gonna play this just after this video, but I think I've 50 something minutes now. And I think I've shown off kind of the core concept of the game. It's not for everyone, absolutely not. But it's a very, very chill, relaxing experience. I am curious what the longevity is. You know, comparing it to something like The Long Dark, which obviously has massive areas to explore, and beyond the survival elements, there's still loads to do. Because obviously with this one, you're effectively set in the same area, though I did notice you can craft tents. I'm curious how much exploration you can do when you inevitably have to come back to your cabin. So that will be interesting. But in terms of just the vibe, it's absolutely stunning. The navigation and the kind of the UI is gorgeous. The art style is just, I mean, let's just go outside again for a second. I mean, just look at that. That is just beautiful beyond belief. So yes, link in the description to the Steam, to the Epic Store page link. Recommend it. This is a gorgeous game, and I'm really excited that it dropped today. It's in pre-alpha, early access, so, you know, bear that in mind. Which also means that given the attention to detail that we've gotten already, just from these little bits, I am a little bit cold, so let's go inside. I'm expecting good things from this. So yes, it's among trees, not among the trees. And yes, I will have a new video up soon. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. Pick this game up, it's very good, because I want you to buy it, so that way they get more money, so then they can add more to it. And I'll speak to you lovely people soon. Look, I'm sleepy. You take care.